biggest thing in my life is my relationship with God. My faith is everything to me. It's what drives me every day, what drives me in my relationship with my wife. It is the backbone of everything I stand for and everything I live for. And I used to write on my hats, one way, with a cross in the middle of it. Just signifying that, there's only one way I'm going to play this game. There's only one way I'm going to live my life, and that's for Jesus Christ. So when I was trying to figure out, what am I going to call my personal training business, I was cleaning out my closet when I moved home for a little bit in my parents' house, and I'm going through all my hats, and I'm like, oh, one way, perfect. So I actually, I just decided, hey, one way fitness and performance. If you can just focus on why you're here, you're one way. There's one way to get this done. How are you going to do it? If I can help other people kind of find that one way, that's the purpose. I am Tim Mansfield. I am the owner and head trainer at One Way Fitness and Performance. We are focused on helping people attain their fitness goals, especially whether that's sports performance, weight loss, weight gain, really whatever your goal is, that's what we're here for, empowering people to make healthier decisions on their own, increase their quality of life. We have female clients, male clients, youth clients, athletes, non-athletes, all ages, literally from, I've worked with as young as 7 years old, I've worked with as old as 72 years old. So really it's whatever your goal is.
I definitely would recommend working out in here with Tim because if you're a guy like me who plays baseball, he knows the specific movements that baseball players are supposed to do because he played in college and he's an easy guy to trust for stuff like that. So definitely recommend getting in here.
You see a lot of times in youth, parents want their kids to just be active. They want them to, learn the basis of how to lift, how to move. If they're playing sports, what's going to help them get better at that age.
I've been working with Tim for about a year and a couple months now, and he has helped me exponentially grow stronger. I didn't know that much about lifting or just weight room in general or nutrition, and he's helped me in both those ways. He'll help you get stronger if that's what you're looking for, and I recommend to anybody at any age.
What separates me in the broader picture is my empathy. I think a lot of times, trainers get caught up in the, well, I want my program to work. If they succeed, then I succeed, and they're focused on the money or the success of their clients. And realistically, if you can just understand the why your clients are there, where are they coming from? What have they gone through to get them to this point? If you can really put yourselves in their shoes and take that to the program you're developing for them, and if you're seeing them 2, 3, 4 times a week and understanding that, then that's going to develop a relationship that not many other people have that ability to do.
Tim has carried me a long way over the last 2 years. He has helped me gain a half a second on my 60, and he's increased a lot and helped me gain a lot of weight in the weight room and helped me become a better athlete.
My first client was actually my dad. My dad was, 250, 260 pounds, severely overweight. Was starting to have some health issues catch up to him that his doctor said, hey, we need to reverse. And, we spent a year and a half, 2 years working 4 or 5 times a week, working on his nutrition, taking it seriously, and he lost 70 pounds. It's never too late. You can always get healthy. You can always do something to better your life. And, if my role on this earth is to educate people on how to do that and be an accountability partner, I think that would be an awesome life to live. They come to me, they say, okay, this is what I want to do. These are my goals, right? We go through a whole questionnaire, a whole kind of interview process, essentially, of why you want to start lifting weights. What's your end goal? What's your past history look like? Injuries, medical history? Are there any current health concerns that we need to be aware of and overcome? From that point, I start developing an exercise routine for them. They're always going to start lighter. We're going to build it from the ground up. I'm going to teach them the basis of moving a certain way, squats, pushing movements like bench press or anything like that without putting a bar on them.
Coming here to Tim has changed my life. He helped me gain 25 pounds over this summer, and he helped me with recruiting. I was small enough, I was good enough to get recruited. Now I'm starting to get into that life, and he taught me a lot about nutrition and and just how to be a better athlete overall.
Then the next step would be adding the nutrition aspect into it. So evaluating as a nutrition coach, I take a week to evaluate their eating habits, their dietary habits. What are you eating on a day-to-day basis? How much are you eating on a day-to-day basis? What are you lacking in your diet? That way I can educate you on some things that maybe would be good to or beneficial to incorporate into your diet.
As a young athlete, I'd recommend to come to Tim because he knows what he's talking about. He's played at High Point for some of his life and he knows all about baseball and specific movements for how to do it. So as a young athlete, I'd recommend coming to Tim because he can help you do what you need to do to get to the next level.
You can always call me or text me. I got my phone on me at all times at 704-905-2186. You can email me at train1way@gmail. That's train1way@gmail. You can find us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Same thing, train one way. Realistically, the sooner you get in touch, the sooner we can get started.